G'day. Effortlessness Society, video number 3. Now we've been talking about what meditation is, what enlightenment is, and that meditating is just abiding or just being in your natural state, and that we're just going to notice what's going on in the world, and the wisdom and the wise notice what's going on. It's as simple as that. And we all recognise that a lot of people are distracted, and we don't hang out in your natural state very much at all, especially kind of consciously. Now, so we've done what is meditation, what is enlightenment. This video I thought I would have a chat about where you're already meditating, you're already doing it. And so the obvious one, where everybody's doing some fantastic effortlessness, is when you sleep. When you're going to sleep, the process of going to sleep, I believe, when you decide to go to sleep and you decide to you actually make a choice not to think, and you have an effortless meditation before you drop off to sleep into kind of deep effortlessness. And also you will notice that when you wake up in the middle of the night and you have to go to the loo, the toilet or whatever, you quite easily just lie in your bed effortlessly. You actually you're choosing not to start thinking about what you have to do the next day and start thinking. You actually just lie there in a kind of meditation state until you fall back asleep. So you're already doing quite a lot of meditation, quite a lot of effortlessness in your sleep, and we all know that we have to sleep, and it's interesting that we have to do some effortlessness. So in our sleep is really important. And I also think that daydreaming, staring out the window, what we call away with the pixies in Australia, someone's away with the pixies, but when I'm away with the pixies, I'm often, not all, I just come into the here and now, meditation, sort of not conscious. So when we're choosing to meditate, we're choosing just to be kind of consciously in our effortless natural state. And I think we're in a flow state when we're doing some activity that we know and love very well, or we've done it so many times habitually. Often we'll just flow beautifully, effortlessly doing those sort of a task or an activity. Because this meditation is not about, even when we have a meditation practice, we're meditating, we have a practice to live more fully. It's not, the practice doesn't serve itself. It's got nothing to do with itself. Okay, and where else? Now, this may seem kind of funny, and I did a video about this, but I'm sitting on the toilet. I've got undies on, so don't worry, but anyway, there you go. I've got my underpants still on, so I'm not really going to the toilet. But a great place to do some effortless meditation, and it's also where you is on the toilet, and I think it's one of the places I would recommend people start doing a bit of practice. So say you're going to the loo, especially if you're doing what we'd call a number 2. What often happens, you go to the toilet and then you have to wait for the next bit, and there'll be a gap. And you're surrendered to the process of going to the toilet. And in the same way, when we meditate, we just surrender to the here and now in the same way. And we just allow to let nature take its course. And when we sit in meditation, we just sit, or we lie. You can lie down. So when you sit, but when we do some effortless meditation in our natural state, that's what you do. You actually just sort of surrender yourself fully to the here and now, effortlessly. Just allow yourself to just be here now with no task, just effortlessly. And like sleep, that'll give you huge benefits. But you're not learning. There's nothing special about this. It's just that in today's world we've taken all the gaps out. So I think boredom is another great example of effortless. When you've you've done some tasks and you looked at your phone a million times and there's nothing more you want to look at. You've got nothing to do, and you've read your book and whatever, you're waiting for a train or something, and you've kind of exhausted everything to do. You just sit there effortlessly, naturally, and instead of sort of fighting that and saying that's a problem, I think we need to notice how there's something exquisite about those natural moments. And I used to call meditation exquisite boredom. So a boredom, if you find yourself being bored, instead of sort of resisting that or jumping to an activity, I suggest just let yourself accept where you are and just be there. Just notice what's going on. Just relax into it. So there we go. And when we go into nature, we see something beautiful. Sometimes we, even just doing one thing at a time, it's very good. If you're just doing one thing at a time and you're not distracted by a whole number of things, or you're trying to, do lots of things at once and multitask. Multitasking is like the enemy of meditation and natural state. Sure, sometimes we have to do it, but in this, we're just trying to grow the time we do our natural state. And another thing about the natural state, which is interesting, I think represents self-love, and it's an act of sort of trust in yourself. Trusting in your natural state is enough. And also just being naturally aware. So when I say natural state, the one interesting thing to do is just to notice that you're aware, and that a way of summarizing what you are is that you're this being that's aware. And if you hone in on your awareness, the quality of your awareness, so a good meditation is you ask yourself, am I aware? Yes, I'm aware. And then notice the quality of your awareness. So I'm aware, and then you sort of just notice the quality of that, and what you sort of come straight into the here and now, and you'll notice the beautiful quality of being alive and existing, and also what you see and hear and feel. So am I aware? Ask yourself that, and then notice your awareness. And then you can just go straight into a natural state is just I'm going to notice my awareness. Have a look at your awareness. What's the quality of that? Naturally, you'll relax, and there'll be a stillness. Okay, so this is video 3. Noticing you when you're meditating already, when you're being in natural state. Sleep, when you're in sleep, boredom, etc. I used to go into the toilet as a good metaphor, a good example of when you effortlessly and naturally let nature flow. And that's how we have to let our natural state flow too. Okay. Thank you. Until next time. Cheers.